Republic TV's news editor Shivani Gupta is breaking the story on Republic First. Shivani.
Right, thanks a lot, Sakal. What I have with me are documents accessed exclusively by Republic TV. Now, these are documents that point to things. Sakal, just to break this story down for our viewers, what the documents show is just how late the health ministry in the Delhi government was when it comes to preparing for the vector-borne diseases that always become a problem for Delhi in monsoons, that are dengue and chikungunya. The second point is about how you mentioned the Deputy Chief Minister, Manish Sisodia, has been hounding the DIP bureaucrat Jayadev Sarangi. Let me first show you these documents and what these documents show. Now, these documents show that the Health Ministry only woke up on 23rd May when it comes to preparedness for awareness programs. For more than a week, they kept discussing between themselves about a program to launch awareness program and 300 banners around Delhi. Till 31st, this file reached the DIP, which is the Department of Information and Publicity. And for 6 days, this file was actually lying with Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia, the man on your screens. While Manish Sisodia claimed that the DIP was given instructions on May 25th, these documents, if I can ask our team to actually focus on the documents I'm holding on in my hands, these are the documents that show that the file was actually still with Manish Sisodia till 25th, and it only reached the DIP department on 31st. So the question we ask is that monsoons are not an unplanned event. Delhi faces rains every year at around the same time. So why is it that the Health Ministry was waking up only in May end as far as dengue and chikungunya preparedness is concerned? That is question number one. The question number two is, though, why do they always blame officials for their own lack of planning? Because as this document with me shows, till 31st May, the file had not reached the Department of Information and Publicity. But Manish Sisodia actually targeted the department on June 14th, saying that we had told them on May 25th, which this document shows is a lie. Now, here is the laughing aspect of this story. This document itself actually says that we have the responsibility of planning, implementation, monitoring of vector-borne diseases, their prevention and control, which is of utmost importance. It also goes on to say that in 2016, Delhi faced an upsurge of chikungunya cases, approximately 7,769. In the year 2017 also, 36 cases of dengue, 89 of chikungunya have already been reported till 13th May. So what were the officials doing? Why were they sleeping till 31st May as far as the preparedness of the awareness program for dengue and chikungunya goes? And then what is even more objectionable is the fact that Manish Sisodia attacked Jayadev Sarangi, saying he hasn't done anything, DIP has no interest in creating awareness, when it is their own ministers who should take responsibility for sleeping on their job. Why is it that they took till May end to realize that they have to run a campaign? This document shows they wanted to put up 300 banners for dengue and chikungunya awareness all around Delhi. Now, on 31st May, the file reached DIP department, and within a couple of weeks, they had done their work. You know that it takes some amount of work to get the banners, the flexis ready, the design, the content ready. And they had started putting it up by 17th of June. But in between, even as the officials were doing that job, Manish Sisodia wrote to the Chief Secretary yet again, for the second time in 10 days, to sack Sarangi. So two questions arise out of this, Sakal. One, why wasn't the health minister, also the PWD minister, ready for dengue and chikungunya preparedness beforehand? They know that monsoons arrive, they know that dengue and chikungunya are a problem. And second question, why are they blaming the officials for their own lapse? Because documents with us show, let me show you the date stamps. Documents with us show that this file was first initiated on the 22nd of May. On the 25th, SK Jain, which is Satyendra Jain, signs it and releases it. Manish Sisodia gets it on 25th, which is also there in the document. And this file is received by Sarangi the DIP only on 31st May. Now, why was this file lying with Manish Sisodia for 7 days? That is question number one. And why did they wake up only in May end? That is the big question. And, you know, Sakal, remember, in May we had broken the story of how Manish Sisodia targeted Jayadev Sarangi for not allowing his Facebook Live. But we showed you that Sarangi had accused him of conflict of interest in the AAP advertisements case, where 97 crore rupees are to be recovered from the Aam Aadmi Party. Jayadev Sarangi accused Manish Sisodia of conflict of interest. Exclusive documents were with us, which saying that you are acting on behalf of your party and not as the government official. And this yet again shows how Manish Sisodia was involved in hounding this official. Yet again, he should be asking his health minister, Satyendra Jain, isn't it, Sakal, why he was not ready with the preparedness for dengue and chikungunya, because it is not an unplanned event. This is something they should plan for well in advance, Sakal.
Is it then, Shivani, because you've been tracking these scams very, very closely, is it that Sisodia, Manish Sisodia wants to hide here something? There is much more to it, something else brewing between the Sarangi and Sisodia?
Like I said,
Ill-kept secrets?
Like I said, Sakal, there are two things involved here. One, the Delhi government has now become infamous for targeting officials. They've been targeting Sarangi, and we showed you exclusively how Sarangi is the same man who had asked for AAP to pay back 97 crore rupees for the ad spend. And, you know, then Sisodia attacked him again, asked for him to be sacked. Now, then he attacked him again for this, saying that he should be removed or transferred, even though his own minister is involved. Then we're also seeing in the PWD department, while the onus should be on the minister, they keep blaming officials. So what is it that the Delhi government is doing? Why is there no responsibility of the ministers, but all responsibility on the officials? What I'm also being told, Sakal, by our sources is that they could have easily done this preparation well in advance. Like I'm saying again and again, they were more interested in Punjab polls, they were more interested in MCD polls, which ended in late April, if you would remember. And only after that, only after their internal matters were sorted out, they came to the issue of the public. Isn't it not the health minister, Satyendra Jain's responsibility to be prepared in advance when he knows so many deaths happen in Delhi due to dengue and chikungunya? Remember, this is the same minister who's embroiled in his own corruption charges. Satyendra Jain has become the face of corruption, alleged corruption in the Delhi government. So two big questions once again. Why wasn't the health minister prepared in advance for dengue and chikungunya, and why do they continuously blame officials for their lapses?
Could this be, Shivani, part of a bigger cover-up game? Because remember, when chikungunya outbreak happened, they were totally caught off guard.
Yes, yes.
Right?
You remember, Sakal, Arvind Kejriwal had come out and shot out that very, very infamous warning before the MCD polls, that if you vote for the BJP and if your child gets dengue or chikungunya, don't blame us.
Yes.
He was lambasted for that kind of a comment. But this has been a routine affair when this government is concerned. They keep blaming everybody else. The LG is bad, the center is bad, the police is bad, the officials are bad. Everybody except them are to be held responsible. Till today, there is no responsibility for why they could not prepare in advance for the awareness program. Just to break down for our viewers, what the Delhi government does routinely is, or should do routinely is, before the monsoon season, they put up hoardings all across Delhi, informing people about the do's and don'ts. This is part of their budget. This is part of their awareness program. Of course, they have to do several other things. You know, while on the face of it, Sakal, the Delhi government, the ministers have been going for recce's, for checkings, for inspections, and they have been raising a hue and cry about the drainage system not being cleaned, about drains not being cleaned, about, you know, going to hospitals and etc. These papers reveal the true workings of the Delhi government. Clearly, they should come out and answer that why they keep hounding officials when they themselves woke up so late. There is no excuse for them to wake up on 22nd or 23rd of May when the monsoons are already upon us, to ask the department to do publicity or awareness programs. What was the health minister doing in April? Why could they not initiate it then?